I'll take thousands of survivors in Pennsylvania over whatever lobbying power the Archbishop has. I'll take that every single day. These survivors inspire me. These survivors have inspired a global movement, a global day of reckoning. And what we've said very clearly here in Pennsylvania, from our office and from those who have supported this effort, is that we will no longer allow institutions to put their own interests before that of victims. So I don't care how much power some archbishop or some bishop thinks they wield. At the end of the day, I believe these lawmakers will listen to the survivors. They will trust the 23 grand jurors who know this issue better than anyone, given the experience that they've had. They will do the right thing. They will pass these 4 grand jury recommendations.
And I'm here to tell you that in the Pennsylvania House, we are going to be as persistent and as diligent in pursuing these reforms as the survivors are that testified before that grand jury. And we are not going to stop. You heard about the 4 reforms that the grand jury recommended, and we need to enact them immediately. Those who fail to report the repeated and likely continuing abuse of children can be held accountable to their crimes, for their crimes, and suffer the more serious consequences that they deserve.
We need to do the right thing here. There were 4 recommendations that this grand jury, and God bless those people that sat for 2 years and listened to the stories, because when I come back from a day in Harrisburg, it takes me days till I recover from those stories. The 4 recommendations are there. It's as clear as could be. And people just need to do the right thing and know that to stand on the right side with the victims is to support this bill. And if you don't support this bill, you are standing with the pedophiles. It's as easy as that.
Again, the grand jury had 2 goals. One was to provide transparency, to make sure stories like
and from I have to double check, I believe it goes from a felony, a 3rd-degree felony, to the 2nd degree. But I know we move it from a misdemeanor to a
most especially. And I got to tell you, it's been a long road to get here. But every step of the way, and Mary, we go back through this process. We've made it clear that we believe the survivors and to report not only shine a light on the abuse, but they wanted to see something actually happen. And so we find ourselves now in a position where the grand jurors will to now shifting to making sure that something like this can never happen again. And for that, so I want to ask the Senator just to talk for a few minutes about kind of not only your views on this, which we appreciate, but also where you see things going over the next couple of weeks here.
Thank Attorney General Josh Shapiro for inviting me today in his work. He's done exemplary work on uncovering what has been a horrific set of circumstances in the Catholic Church. And I, as a Catholic, who were mentioned prominently in the grand jury report, and knowing some of the hierarchy that was involved in the time in shuffling, in my own opinion, a criminal matter to continue forward the abuse of children, where they know as there's 2 positions you're pastors and shepherds of our church. They purposely move these individuals around, but what horrified me was the trust that we as children placed in those figures, and designed to protect the abuse, the sexual abuse of a child. Never, ever, ever. It was designed to protect businesses that may have had a routine course of business at one time was legal, was acceptable, that the priests are supposed to know and teach. And there in the Bible it condemns anyone harming the hair of a child. So difficulty is going to be, General, time. We go up, we have 9 days. We will have the rally in the Capitol on Monday.